class, and welcome back to Homeschool with Carly. And happy Wednesday. Today we have a really special art assignment that we are going to work on. So we are going to make a marbled paper craft. So for this assignment you only need a couple of materials. Okay, quite a few materials, but it's not bad, I promise. So first you want to grab yourself some sort of dish, okay? So I'm going to use this glass pyrex dish. Next, you're going to want to grab yourself, I would say probably a plastic bag, and then cut it in half so that it opens, okay? Next, you will need some shaving cream, an assortment of food coloring, a paper clip, a credit card or a piece of cardboard, and a piece of plain white paper, okay? So the first thing you're gonna wanna do is grab that plastic bag. So the reason why I say a plastic bag is because this is really easy to get a hold of, and they still have these in supermarkets, and most of us probably still have this at home somewhere in our closets, right? So I took this plastic bag and I cut it in half. So this is going to be used as my workspace because what we're going to do is make a mess, and we want to make sure that we keep our space nice and clean. So spread that out in front of you, okay? Next, you're going to take that pyrex dish and place it directly on top of the plastic bag. Okay, so we have a nice workspace. All right, the next thing you're going to want to do is grab that shaving cream, okay? And we are going to fill this glass dish with shaving cream, okay? So I'm gonna give it a good shake because that's what enables this to be able to come out. If I don't shake this, it'll just spew air because this is an aerosol can, right? And so this thrives off of air. So when we shake it up, we're building up the air particles so that it can shoot right out of the can. So you're gonna layer up your glass dish, okay? It doesn't have to be that high. Just wanna get a good amount into the dish, okay? And if you have to, like me, this can is getting empty, so I'm going to have to give it a couple more shakes, okay? And fill up that dish so you really don't see any glass, okay? You don't want to see the bottom. All right, I think this is pretty good, and I'll show you guys what I did. So I just filled up the dish so it's nice and full, and I don't really see the bottom, okay? All right. So the next step is the messy step. So you're going to grab that assortment of colors and you're going to start dribbling little dots all over the shaving cream, okay? So there is no particular order. You can put this however you want, all right? You're just gonna dribble it on top, a couple of drops here and there, and I will show you when I am done splattering these dots, okay? And this is going to be such a cool art project. You guys are going to really like it, I promise. Okay? So food coloring is really helpful. Not only is this food grade, so you could use this to make popsicles and different things and cake batters, right, to color your food, but we use it a lot with art projects. And you have to be careful because this stuff can really stain and get on your clothes and get on everything. So you want to make sure that you really protect your workspace and maybe wear something that you don't really care about, okay? So I'm almost done. I'm going to put my last color. I'm going to do green because I love green. All right, and then I'll show you what I did. So now I have all these dots spread out all over the food coloring. So the shaving cream is completely covered with dots of food coloring. Now is the fun part. So you're going to grab that paper clip and you're going to open up the paper clip, okay? So we're gonna bend it so that we open it up, all right? And that should work. Enough that we don't have to touch the shaving cream with our fingers because remember, food coloring stains, okay? So I undid the paper clip, opened it up, and now what we're gonna do is we're gonna create swirls in the shaving cream, okay? So I'm gonna bring all of you with me. And all you're gonna do is swirl it up, okay? And there's no particular way to do this. You can do this however you want. You can just squiggle it, you can swirl it, however you want to do it, right? Just mix it up so that you create this really cool design inside the shaving cream in the dish with the food coloring. So this is going to be really cool. I promise you guys are going to love this. All right? So I have my design. Okay? How cool is that? All right? So all I did was use a paper clip and I swirled it around in the shaving cream. And I got this really cool marble effect, right? So here comes another fun part. But this is the messy part. So we really want to make sure that our table is completely covered. We want to clean up our workspace. So I have my food coloring out. So I'm going to make sure I put this away because I'm really going to need every inch of space for this part. Okay? So we have our dish in front of us. We have our plastic bag out. Now we're going to want to grab that white sheet of paper. Okay? So for this part, all you're going to do is you're going to lay the paper directly on top of the food coloring and shaving cream, okay? So you could just drop it in, press it so that it gets all the color, right? And I will show you. So I'm pushing it into the food coloring, and I'll bring you with me. So you can see I pressed it into the food coloring until I see the color coming through. So there's still some areas where I could push it through. All right. And now is the crazy part. So this is the part that's going to be really messy. I'm going to take this paper and pick it up and take it out of the dish. All right. So I'm going to need both my hands. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this paper out of the dish. So it might be hard to find a good spot, but you're going to pull it up, right? So it's going to be a little messy, all right? So now you're going to take that dish and pull it away from you. Okay? And you're going to want that plastic bag in front of you, all right? And we're going to lay this piece of paper on top of the plastic bag and make sure that the shaving cream side is up, okay? Let's see how I have that shaving cream side is up. Now for the fun part, okay? So I'm going to reorganize this because we are about to make a big mess, okay? So I'm going to take this piece of paper and put it so that I have more plastic bag in front of me. So let me show you what I mean. So see how I have all that plastic bag up front right here? So I will show you what to do and why that's important. So you're going to want to grab that cardboard, okay, or a credit card. You just want something very sturdy. This is nice and hard and it's not thin like paper. And what we're going to do is we're going to scrape off that shaving cream, which is why we want this plastic bag to really catch it, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, put it at the top. So let me show you. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to scrape it forward, okay, like so. So I'm going to use both my hands, but that's all you do is you scrape it forward and take off all that excess shaving cream and put it onto the bag, all right? So scrape it off. This is the part that's gonna amaze you. I can't wait for all of you to see what happens next. So, I'm gonna pull it all off, and once it's all off, you will be completely done with this art project. Look what I made. And all we did was use shaving cream and food coloring. So why this happened is because the food coloring goes through the shaving cream and stains the paper. It doesn't just stay on the shaving cream, it goes right through the paper. So what we essentially did was scrape off the shaving cream and leave this really cool marble design. How awesome! I love science and I love art. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this assignment. And what's really cool is you could frame this and it looks like a masterpiece. And it's so easy to make. So please leave me a comment. Tell me what you thought. And I'll see you guys on Thursday. Bye!